The Case of the Missing Hat. Fuzzy Bear was so excited he could hardly sleep. The next day, his entire family was coming from Lake Waka Waka to see him perform at the Muppet Theater. When Fuzzy finally dozed off, he dreamed that all his relatives loved his act. They laughed at every single joke. Then he dreamed that there was a party after the show. He was the guest of honor, and the Swedish chef had baked him a big cake. This cake was different from most other things that the chef cooked up. It didn't have any strange decorations on it, and it even looked as if it would taste good. In Fozzy's dream, everyone, his whole family, and all his friends, was at the party, having a terrific time. In the morning, Robin came to pick up Fuzzy on his way to the theater. "Wake up, Fuzzy," he said. "Today is your big show." "The bear is ready," Fuzzy cried. He put on his polka dot tie and then reached for his favorite hat. But his hat was gone. "Where is my hat?" cried Fuzzy. "I always leave it on the bedpost." "Look," Robin explained. "Footprints." "Do you know what that means?" Fuzzy gasped. "My hat has feet and ran away." "No," said Robin. "Someone came in here while you were sleeping and stole your hat." "Oh no," wailed Fuzzy. "I need that hat for my show tonight. Who would steal it?" "I don't know," said Robin, slowly. "I think we have a mystery here." Robin found a magnifying glass in Fuzzy's prop chest. "We're going to be detectives and catch this hat snatcher," he said. "Oh, but boy," said Fuzzy nervously. The footprints led out of Fuzzy's door down to the Muppet Theater. "Kermit, Kermit," yelled Fuzzy. "There's a hat snatcher loose in this theater. Tell everyone." "Right, Fuzzy," said Kermit calmly. He didn't look up from his work. Fuzzy and Robin followed the footprints upstairs to Miss Piggy's dressing room. Fuzzy knocked on the door. "Hey, is there a hat thief in there?" At first no one answered. Then Fuzzy and Robin heard whispers. "There's just Gorgeous Moy in here, Fuzzy," called Miss Piggy through the door. Fuzzy and Robin looked at each other. "Sounds suspicious," said Robin. "Miss Piggy stole the hat," said Fuzzy, jumping up and down. "Make her give it back, Kermit. I can't tell my jokes without it. And my whole family is coming to see the show." "Right, Fuzzy," said Kermit, but he didn't get up from his desk. "Come on," whispered Robin to Fuzzy. "It looks like we have to solve this case on our own." Robin and Fuzzy went down to the costume room. "Let's disguise ourselves so no one will recognize us," said Robin. "Then we'll sneak into Miss Piggy's dressing room and steal your hat back." "Fine with me," said Fuzzy. "I'll do anything." Robin put on 2 stilts and a long beard. Fuzzy disguised himself as a bookcase. "Ready?" asked Robin. "Ready," said Fuzzy. Robin and Fuzzy stood outside Miss Piggy's door for a long time. They watched their friends sneak into the dressing room, one by one. "Everybody's a hat thief," said Fuzzy. Then Kermit came up the stairs and joined the secret meeting. "Even my best frog," Fuzzy wailed. "This is terrible. I'm going to get my hat back now," declared Fuzzy. "Wait, Fuzzy," cried Robin. But before Robin could stop him, Fuzzy took off his bookcase and pushed open Miss Piggy's dressing room door. Everyone was standing around a large, circular box. "What's the big idea, barging in here without knocking?" demanded Miss Piggy, when she saw Fuzzy at the doorway. "My hat," stammered Fuzzy. "You stole it." "Ungrateful bear," said Sam and Eagle, ruffling his feathers. "We had your hat cleaned for you." "It was a present," said Miss Piggy. "We were going to give it to you just before the show," said Gonzo. "It was supposed to be a surprise." "I guess you should take your hat now," said Kermit. Fuzzy opened the box and reached inside. But his hat wasn't there. "Fuzzy's hat's disappeared!" everyone cried. "Ah!" howled Fuzzy. 10 minutes till showtime, and I'm still hatless." Everyone started looking for Fuzzy's hat. Miss Piggy looked in Foo-Foo's basket. Scooter looked behind the door. Floyd looked in the animal's mouth. No hat. Then Robin noticed something strange. There was a trail of pink frosting. "Very interesting," he said. He followed it to the door and down the hall. Fuzzy ran backstage and peeked at the audience through the curtain. "Oh no, my whole family's here," he groaned. He tried telling his funniest joke to himself. "Hey, did you hear the one about the trapeze artist who—" But without his hat, he couldn't remember how the joke ended. "I'm going to bomb tonight." He was miserable. "Cheer up, Fuzzy," said Kermit. "Everything'll be all right." "Yes," said Gomez. "We found lots of other hats. Try this one." Fuzzy tried on every hat that his friends had found, but none of them helped him to remember his jokes. He needed his own friendly, funny hat. "My hat and I were like a team," scoffed Fuzzy. Soon it was time for him to go on stage. Miss Piggy patted him on the back. "Are you sure you don't want to wear my diamond tiara?" she asked. Fuzzy shook his head. "I'll just have to go on, alone," he said weakly. Kermit ran on stage. Well, folks," he said, "our next act is our very funny and very, very funny comic, Fuzzy Bear. Yeah." Fuzzy was so nervous he couldn't move. How could he go on without his hat? Suddenly Robin came rushing into the wings. "Fuzzy," he cried, "I found your hat. Look, there." Behind Robin was the Swedish chef. He was carrying a big cake covered with pink frosting, and right in the middle of the cake was Fuzzy's hat. "The chef took your hat out of Miss Piggy's dressing room," explained Robin. "He thought he was supposed to use it as a cake decoration." Fuzzy was overjoyed. He grabbed his hat, stuck it on his head, and tumbled on stage. "Watch this, folks," he said. "It's my impersonation of an angel food birthday cake on roller skates. Waka, waka." The audience cheered and applauded. Fuzzy Bear was funny. At his party, after the show, Fuzzy was so happy that he gave everyone a sticky bear hug, starting with Robin. "We love you, Fuzzy," they all cheered. Fuzzy took off his hat and kissed it. "Thanks, Hat," he said. "I always knew we had talent."